Coming up today, guys, we have lots of mobility and stretch work, focusing on the spine, the upper body, the arms, the shoulders, the lower body into the hips, the glutes, the hamstrings. All you will need today is your mat, yourself, and maybe a bottle of water handy if you like. When you're ready to begin, guys, we're going to get started standing at the center of our mat. Hi guys, welcome to your full body stretch and mobility class to mobilize and melt away tension. We're going to get started standing facing the side of our mat. Inhale, reaching hands overhead, and exhale, take your hands wide, nod chin to chest, standing roll down. Coming over to fold forward, guys. Inhale, halfway lift, either with your fingertips on the floor or your hands sliding up your shins. Forward fold, bend the knees and roll up. Inhale, sweep your hands overhead. Exhale, take your hands wide, nod chin to chest. As you roll down, you can bend your knees if you're a little stiff or tight through the hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift, again, either on the fingers or sliding the hands halfway up the shins. Fold forward, bend the knees, and inhale, roll up to stand, sweeping arms up and overhead. We're going to do this 4 more times. Exhale, take the hands wide, roll yourself down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine, and exhale, fold and soften. Bend the knees, roll on up to stand. Beautiful. Every time those hands go up, guys, we're going to see how tall we can reach. And every time you come forward, see how much you can let the body soften before you ripple up for your halfway lift. Bend the knees, roll back to stand. Inhale, big breath, reach those arms up. Exhale, hands wide, nod chin to chest. So we're starting to mobilize into the spine, stretch through the back body here, and just get the blood flowing before we stretch a little deeper. Let's go 1 more. Inhale, hands wide and up. Exhale, back down, nod chin to chest. Roll yourself to the floor. Great. Halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, soften. From here, you might want to give your head a little shake or your upper body a little sway side to side. Again, you can have your knees bent if you like, or grab either elbow for a ragdoll and sway yourself left and right. So just feeling what feels good for you here. Really let your head be heavy, lengthening through the spine and the neck. Soft sways, and then pause through center. Let your body be even heavier and then release your hands to the floor. From here, we're going to walk ourselves back until we come to quadruped. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, going for our cat-cows. Exhale, press through your hands, press through your shins and round. Inhale, when you're ready, drop the belly. Gaze up, open the chest. And exhale, scooping around, really push the floor away. Pull your belly to your spine. Inhale, coming through extension. Exhale, coming through flexion. So really great way to mobilize the spine here, guys, and get blood flowing. Inhale, exhale, round. 2 more. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. Exhale, scoop and round. Pull the belly in a little more. Great. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Come back through neutral when you're ready. Tuck your toes. You're going to exhale, press the floor away, lengthen into downward facing dog. You can keep your knees bent here for your first couple if you like. And then re-bend the knees, drop the belly, open into cow. Exhale, press the floor away, extend through the legs, down dog. Drop the knees, slowly back to the floor. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, cow position. Again, press into the hands, press into the feet, lengthen those heels down. Press the floor away, opening up through the shoulders, and drop the knees. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, press and lengthen. Keep going. We've got 2 more like this. Feel free to move at a pace that works for you. So you can move slower than I'm cueing. You can move a little more dynamically if that feels right as well. Great. Pressing into downward dog, reaching those heels towards the mat. No worries if they don't touch, just lengthening through the Achilles, through the calves, back into cow, and exhale, downward facing dog. Now from here we're going to hold, press the floor away, lengthen through the front of the body, and then shuffle your feet a little wider. You're going to take your left hand over and grab the outside of the right ankle, the right calf, or the right thigh, depending on where you can reach, and pull yourself into rotation. So pulling through those fingers, okay, looking underneath your right shoulder. Breathing deeply here. If this feels like too much, you can just stay in a down dog and pedal out through the feet, or just hold and breathe. And then come back through center. We switch. We take our right hand over to the outside of the left ankle, calf or thigh, and then pull with that right hand, twisting your spine into rotation. Great, keep pressing through the left hand. Keep lengthening the heels down towards the floor. Breathing nice and deeply. And then release, come back to downward facing dog. Shuffle the feet back to a more comfortable position. Reach your right leg up, and then bring your right heel over towards your right glute and open that right hip. So stacking it on top of the left. Single-legged dog here, or 3-legged dog. Breathing, really opening through that right hip. Pressing the floor away, and then we're going to circle the knee down to the floor and up to the ceiling. Down to the floor and up to the ceiling. So big circles, mobilizing into the hip, and then reverse. We're going to go in the opposite direction, down to the floor and up to the ceiling. As big of circles, guys, as you're comfortable. So you can keep them nice and small, or really make them big if that feels right for your hip. And then back to 3-legged dog, lower the leg and pause through center. Hold it here, take a breath, lengthen the upper body, lengthen the heels, and then this time we go to the left. Lift the left leg up, bring the left heel towards your bottom as far as you're comfortable. If you have any knee injuries, you don't need to bring the heel towards the bottom. And just hold here and breathe. Again, pressing the floor away, lengthening through that right heel. And then we circle. Bring the knee around in one direction for 2 more. And last one, make it as big as feels good for you, and reverse. Big circles in the opposite direction, really getting deep into that hip joint. Great, and then hold. Bring that heel over a little further if that's okay for you. And then we're going to take that left foot and we're going to step it wide of our left hand and land our right knee. So coming into a lizard lunge. If it feels right, you can start to roll out onto the outside edge of your left foot. So the inner part of the foot lifts and you're out on that pinky edge. And then your left hand is going to sweep behind you, come forward, bend the elbow towards the chest and round the spine. Inhale, rotate, reach that left hand behind you. Exhale, take it forward, bring the elbow towards the belly, round the spine, and inhale, rotate. Great. Exhale, take it forward, round the spine. Again, let this feel good. You make this as big or as small as you need it to be for your body today. If the movement doesn't feel great, you can just hold in the lizard lunge. Let's go 2 more. Reach. And exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, really reach through the fingers, mobilizing through the shoulder, the spine, stretching those hips. And then land the hand down. You can stay up on your palms, or you can come down to your forearms and relax a little deeper into your lizard lunge. So that will open a little more into the hip. You pick what feels right for you and just breathe and soften the body as much as you can. Exhale. Melting down towards the floor. Let that left knee fall away from you. And then when you're ready, walk your hands back in, coming back through lizard and then step yourself back, and we're gonna switch. Right foot goes wide of your right hand. Land that left knee, and if it feels right, open onto the outside edge of your right foot. We're gonna bring that right hand up and over, rotate. Exhale, come forward and through. Elbow to chest or the belly. Inhale, come up and over. Exhale, sweep it through and round. Great, let's keep going. Inhale, reach to the wall behind you. Exhale, up and over, round the spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Let this feel good. Okay, so it doesn't need to look like my movement. If you find a different way of moving or a different range of motion that feels good for you, stick with that. Really tune into what your body needs. Okay, and then hold, land, either stay on the palms or lower down to your forearms. Relaxing over towards the floor. Allowing that right knee to fall away from you, really rolling onto the outside edge of the right foot. And just breathing. Think about being heavy down onto the floor. Relaxing the head. And then walking yourself back up. From here, step your knees back towards one another, and we're going to press to child's pose. Hips to heels, hands reach overhead. Take a breath. Exhale, breathe it out. I'm going to take this into a side stretch now. So reach your right hand off the right side of your mat and follow over to grab your right wrist with your left hand. Breathe deeply here. If you're really tight through that left shoulder, you might feel it wanting to rotate up. Try and keep it rotated down towards the floor so you're really getting a nice side stretch. Exhale, melt heavy into this position. And we switch. Take the left hand off the left side of the mat. Follow it over with the right hand. Again, either holding the wrist or the back of your left hand. And breathe. Again, keep that right shoulder dialed down. Avoid that urge to lift it up if you're feeling really tight with the side body. And when you're ready, guys, come back through center into your child's pose. We're going to round the spine. We're going to lower the hips forward, press into the hands, press into the feet, lift the thighs, upward facing dog. And exhale, round your spine, hips to your heels, child's pose. Round it forward, coming through angry cat position. Lift your thighs, upward facing dog. And exhale, drop the knees, press back to child's pose. So you're really rolling, waving through the spine, coming forward and through. Press into the hands and the tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, scoop and round. Press it back to child's pose. Arch the spine, come forward. Inhale, lift those thighs, press into the floor. Exhale, drop the knees. Child's pose. You've got two more. Round the spine. Lift, upward facing dog, open the chest. Exhale, scoop and round. One more. Again, this is a movement that you can make your own. So if it doesn't look exactly like mine, that's fine. If it feels good on your body, that's perfect. And then from here, let's come all the way forward, lower ourselves down onto our belly. We're gonna go for our swan waves. So we're gonna tent our fingers, fingers down, palms up, elbows up towards the ceiling. Inhale, press into extension. And exhale, melt your upper body back down. So inhale, lift, open the chest as much as you're comfortable. They don't have to be too big if it doesn't feel right for you. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Then this time, drop your right shoulder forward, look over your left shoulder, stretching a little more into the front of the shoulders. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left shoulder drops forward, look over your right. Inhale, lift it up. We're going to keep going like this, alternating. If these rotations don't feel right for you, you can stay with the swans. And again, if the swans feel too much, you can just go for little baby lifts of the chest, so concentrating more on that thoracic spine. Good. Drop the right shoulder forward, look over the left, really twist. Inhale. Exhale, look over the right. And inhale. So this is a very dynamic movement of the spine. We're moving through extension and then we're adding rotation in there too. So multiple planes of movement. Really great mobility work. Let's keep going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right shoulder forward, look over your left. Inhale, press it up. Open a little more. Exhale, looking over to the opposite side of the mat. And inhale, lift it up. Beautiful. Go one more either side, guys. And evening it out. Great. Inhale all the way up. Breathe in, open the chest a little more. And exhale, melt your way back down to the floor. We're going to go into a shoulder stretch now. So take your right hand out. Your elbow is in line with your shoulder, so goalpost position, 90-degree bend at that elbow. And then you're going to take your left leg up and over behind your right, so you're rotating. Either lift the left hand up or tuck that left hand behind your back. Okay, if lifting the left arm feels like too much, you can keep that left hand tented on the floor. You're trying to stretch into the front of the right shoulder. So you can experiment with moving the right hand up a little, right hand down a little. See where you need that stretch. This can be quite intense, so breathe deeply. Again, think about heaviness through the body. And then de-rotate, let's take it to the second side. Left elbow out in line with the shoulder, 90-degree bend at the elbow, so goalpost. Take that right foot up and over behind your left leg. Reach your top arm up to the ceiling or behind your back, depending on what feels better for you. And just breathe. Again, if you're not quite feeling the stretch, play with rolling over a little further or moving your left hand up a little or down a little. Just really exploring the body, seeing where you're holding tension today. And then de-rotate, let's come back through center. We're gonna come into a Sphinx pose now. So elbows underneath shoulders, forearms flat on the floor. And then you're gonna imagine that you're scrunching the mat up underneath you. So you're pulling through your forearms to really open the chest. So they're not actually moving, but there's this dragging sensation, dragging the elbows into the body. Great. Just opening up through the thoracic spine, really good way to kind of counteract all that flexion, that rounding and hunching we do in daily life. And then take your arms back in line with your body, lift up, and you're going to press your way back to a child's pose. Let's hold it here. We've done a lot of extension work there, so let's just round out the spine. Breathing deeply. Inhale. And exhale, soften. Letting your body be as heavy as possible. When you are ready, guys, we're going to come into puppy pose. So bringing your hips directly above your knees. We're going to allow our arms to reach forward and our chest to melt down towards the floor. You can play with resting either the chin on the floor or it's a little easier to rest the forehead on the floor. Just relax. Again, opening into extension, opening the front of the shoulders. Really nice passive extension. Breathe deeply here. Soften the chest a little more if you can. And then start to roll up, bringing your hips back towards your heels, coming back into child's pose. Again, we're rounding out the spine after extending it. Just trying to even everything out. Breathing deeply. And then peel the rest of the way up to kneeling position. We're going to swing our legs around in front of us now, coming into diamond position, so soles of the feet together. If you're quite tight through the hips, guys, you can just stay here and focus on pressing the knees down towards the mat. Otherwise, grab the toes or the ankles, inhale, sit tall, and exhale, round and fold the spine forward. Inhale, peel up, sit tall. Exhale, soften the body forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Again, guys, if this movement doesn't feel nice to you, you can just stay seated, trying to press those knees gently wide, or even just holding the position if that's plenty for you. Great. Exhale and fold. Inhale and lengthen. And then we're going to take a hold in this position. So exhale, rolling forward, coming into diamond. And then either stay where you are or take your hands overhead to add a little more length to the spine if that feels right for you. Breathing nice and deeply. Again, inhaling and exhaling to melt towards the floor. Inhale. Exhale, can you soften a little deeper? Let those knees fall a little wider. When you're ready, peel your way up to seated position. Swing around to face the long side of your mat. We're going to take our legs nice and wide as you're comfortable. It doesn't have to be too wide. Trying to maintain those knees and toes up towards the ceiling. And then from here, let's take our right hand in front of the right thigh or lower leg. Take your left hand up and over, really reach through your left fingertips. And then take your left hand behind your head and exhale, rotate, bringing the top elbow towards the thigh. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate, elbow towards thigh. Keep going like this. If the rotation feels like too much, or if anything feels like too much, you just hold or move in a position that feels good for you. Okay, so everything I'm offering here is a suggestion. They're just ways to move the body. If anything's really painful or uncomfortable, there's no need to push through it. Exhale, elbow to thigh. Inhale and up. Go a couple more like that. Exhale over. Inhale up. Good. Exhale down. Inhale up. And then reach for that top hand one more time, lengthening and sit it tall. Let's go opposite direction. Left hand down in front of the thigh or lower leg. Right hand up and over. And then take the hand behind the head. Rotate top elbow down and then up to the sky. Rotate the top elbow down and up towards the sky. So really mobilizing into the upper body. And every time you bring that elbow down, trying to stretch in between the shoulder blades. Again, this is dynamic movement because now we're in lateral flexion, so side bending and rotation. Exhale over. Inhale, up. And then reach that top hand back overhead. Sit yourself up nice and tall. And then we're going to go into a little bit of box breathing just to really let go of any mental and physical tension that's left over. So sitting nice and tall. When you're ready, we're going to inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, hold at the top. 3, 2, 1. Let the breath go. 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. When you're ready to go through this, guys, close the eyes. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, inflate the belly. 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, soften, let it go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on, empty. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. When you're ready, guys, let your breath return to normal. You can start to open the eyes. Hopefully you feel a little calmer, more stretched and lengthened after this class. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.